Hey there, and happy Halloween to all of our Kendall Live viewers. I'm Kelsey Fama.
I'm Lauren Vogel.
And I'm Kristen Gassler. Thanks for tuning in to Kendall Live. On this week's video, we're discussing all things Broadway. Keep it right here.
All right, guys, so it's Halloween. We should acknowledge the fact that some of us are dressed up. We have a cute Rosie the Riveter. For anyone who's not into Broadway, I am Jesus from Godspell. I know I look just like a weird clown person, and I kind of am, but I am our Lord and Savior. So let's get started. So who do you guys think are the best current actresses and actors on the stage? Lauren, do you want to start?
I feel like anyone on Broadway is like so good.
That's
so,
true.
I mean, like being on Broadway itself is like such a huge accomplishment. And that means like you're awesome. I think Cynthia Erivo, who she's in The Color Purple, she just is, she slays everything she ever sings. She's incredible. I've seen her do a bunch of things and I just like cry every time. Christopher Jackson is still playing George Washington in Hamilton, and he is also like so good.
He's from the original cast?
Yeah, he started off, but he's still there. There's a couple people that are still there from the original.
Oh, okay.
They're both really good, I think.
Kristen, you have any favorites?
Not that are like currently on Broadway. It's so hard because anytime someone's on,
That's true,
it's like
yeah.
they're on for 4 months and then they just leave. So I don't know anyone who's like on at this moment.
Well, do you have like a favorite in general?
I mean, I love Kristen Chenoweth.
How could you not?
I think she's
always
she
doing
is on,
something.
though. I think she's coming back. I think it's
I think she has her
she's
own
doing
show.
Hamilton or something.
Is she really?
I think so. Don't like quote me on that. That might not be true.
I mean,
but
I feel like she's always doing
stage.
something, you
yeah,
know?
I think she is doing something.
Yeah.
When I was doing a little bit of research for the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love
That's
her.
great.
Well, I also have some favorites who aren't currently on Broadway, but recently were. I'm a big fan of, above anyone else, I might butcher her name, but I'm a huge fan of Lea Salonga.
Yes.
And I think that people who aren't into Broadway are like secretly fans of her because she was the singing voice of Mulan and Jasmine. She's two Disney princesses. She's been doing this since she was like 17 and got Kim and Miss Saigon, and she's like probably in her 30s or 40s or something now, and she's still killing the game. She was just in Allegiance, so I admire her so much. Also from Miss Saigon, but most recently she was in Billy Elliot, I think, is Ruthie Henshaw, who I think has such a unique voice. And she played Ellen, who I think is such an interesting character from Miss Saigon. Like, now that I've seen her, one of the best songs ever. And I'm just gonna throw out a general one, anyone in Aladdin. The whole cast is perfect. The whole cast is magical.
What is his name? I forget. He's so good.
His last name starts with an I.
Yes.
I think
know
it's
that
like,
much.
I might be completely wrong. It's like James Monroe
Maybe.
Englehart or
I'm
something
not-
like that.
I'm not entirely sure,
But
but
he's
he's really
amazing. Yeah, and he's bald, and they put sparkles like all over his bald head too in the show. Like, that show is so amazing. I cried during Arabian Nights, which is one of the dumbest Disney songs of all time. But like, I cried.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, a lot of great.
Yeah.
Like you said, like really anyone on
Yeah,
Broadway. You
literally.
could be in the worst show on Broadway and you're still
Honestly,
amazing.
honestly.
All right, so let's move to our next question, which is, what do you guys think of the importance of choreography in a show? And do you have any favorite dance numbers? Kristen, do you want to start this one?
Sure. I think choreography is one of those things. It just adds a whole different element to shows that you don't get in like plays, for instance, because you just are able to portray the story and continue it on in a different aspect, and it's just brings another element, and there's so many different styles of dance to go along with it. As far as some of my favorite numbers, American in Paris has some beautiful ballet numbers. That show has some great numbers, and I love anything tap. It's like anything goes, shuffle along. I love tap dancing.
A good tap number is always important.
And it
for a
adds to the
Broadway
soundtrack
show.
too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it definitely
which
does.
is something a lot of dance numbers don't do.
Yeah.
That's very true.
The Newsies soundtrack has a song on it that King of New York has a tap number in it,
Yeah.
and it's like one of the. It's a really fun song like to drive to, because you know I'm a nerd and like
Yeah.
listen to Broadway music when I drive. But yeah, no, I think choreography, like you said, like it really adds something to a show that you just like don't really get anywhere else except for musical theater, because like you get like the singing and the dancing, and it's just like when you really like dissect a good dance number, like all the moving parts are like, it's really interesting, like that it works so well. I think one of my favorite numbers that I've ever seen, it probably was in Newsies. It was probably King of New York.
I saw Newsies too, and
I
that
saw
was
Newsies
it was
twice.
a
It was one of my
really
favorite
fun
shows,
number.
so.
Yeah. Well, I think that choreography can make things really fun.
Yeah.
So I think in more like upbeat shows, it's like very important. Whereas more serious shows, like they don't necessarily need the choreography, but like if it's added, like that's great too. Like serious shows can have choreography.
Yeah, like the choreography in Spring Awakening is really good, and that's a really serious show and like a really sad show.
Yeah.
The revival was really good.
The sign language one,
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah,
good.
that also
Yeah.
had one of my favorite numbers. Totally in that musical was it was one of the most incredible feats of theater I've ever seen.
Yeah, well,
It was
I
really
didn't get
good.
to see that. I'm really sad I missed out,
It
but
was
I
really
did see the
good.
Tony's performance, and it's amazing how the sign language like adds
Yeah.
to it. I think that the best choreography is Masquerade from Phantom of the Opera. That's a big dance number, and anything in The Little Mermaid because they're on roller skates, so that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know. So here's the big one. Just favorite show.
That's such a hard question that I don't know if I've ever actually answered in my entire life. People ask me it, and I think I just like go around the question. I never really answer it. I don't know. I think most recently, I think my favorite show has been Waitress because that was really good.
Oh yeah,
It's a great show.
that's a great one.
The little girl who's obsessed with The Wizard of Oz and me can't help but be obsessed with Wicked. But aside of Wicked and the rest of the world loving Wicked, it's either The Book of Mormon or Finding Neverland with Matthew Morrison.
Ooh, I didn't get to see that one. My brother really likes that show.
Cried.
Yeah.
You know, Wicked is like everyone's favorite, but like
Right.
it's for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
Like no shame in having Wicked be your favorite. Yeah. For me, Phantom of the Opera is the only show I've seen twice, so I'm inclined to say it's one of my favorites. Les Mis is another one that's everyone's favorite, but like for a reason. That show is fantastic. And surprisingly, I mean, I'm dressed as Jesus, so Godspell is one of my favorites, which is weird. Like, I'm not religious. I saw it super on a whim. I thought it would be like stupid and preachy or whatever, but like I loved it. It's so much fun. Like, it's not really preachy. It's just like you learn lessons. Like, I don't know. It was a fun time.
It's quirky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
It's
very
very
different than
campy.
any other show. It's very like minimalist set, like weird costumes. Like it's unlike anything else. And it's just like a fun time.
It is.
Yeah, but you really can't go wrong on Broadway. Like even
No.
the worst show is still like an incredible feat of performance.
Yeah.
So, what are like the best off-Broadway productions you guys have seen?
I personally haven't seen any off-Broadway productions, but I want to see Avenue Q so bad. I love that show. The songs are hysterical. I
That
want
was
to see
also
it
very
so
unique
bad.
because it's puppets for our
Yeah.
viewers who don't know. It's like adult Sesame Street essentially.
It's super fun. It's super
Yeah.
fun. So I've only ever seen one off-Broadway show, and it was this like really weird, like half improv show. It was called Musical the Musical.
Is it good?
I saw it like I don't know, like 4 years ago or something like that. So it was interesting. It kind of reminded me of Saturday Night Live in terms of like they do like current events and like they talk about like pop culture stuff, and I'm sure the show changed a lot. It was fun. I saw it, I think, when I was just like almost a little bit too young to like really appreciate it.
So it's something you could see like again now, maybe.
I think, yeah, definitely, for sure. I
It
think I'd
sounds
like it even more.
unique. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah.
I don't go to a lot of off-Broadway shows, but when I do, I go to Philly, you know, right by here.
Yeah.
And I think the best off-Broadway show I ever saw was Jekyll and Hyde, the musical, which I think a lot of people don't know about. It's a really underappreciated show, but it's really good. It has like a sort of rock edge to it, and it's, you know,
Yeah,
the
the music's
story
really cool.
everyone knows, and like, I don't know, it's really cool. Like, I would definitely recommend for people to check it out because I think people don't know about it that much, but like, it's like a gem. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you guys want to talk about any, like, you guys are involved with ACT and Team T and stuff like that, so any on-campus productions you guys want to talk about? Plug to our viewers.
Do you want to talk about?
Sure, the publicist in me.
Yeah, exactly. You are the team.
Well,
publicist.
for ACT, which is all college theater, they do just straight plays. They have their interactive murder mystery dinner show, which I believe opens November 10th. It's November 10th and 11th, and that's a really cool, fun, low-key show. And then TMT, which is TCNJ Musical Theater, will be putting on their production of The Addams Family. It's gonna be a really, really fun show. It's in the Don Evans Black Box Theater. It's $5, and it opens November 15th through the 19th.
Awesome.
Go check that out.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Cool, awesome. Thanks, guys. All right, great talk, ladies. Now we're going to send it over to Tyler for this week's countdown. Let's see which Broadway shows have the best music.
Hello, my name is Tyler Law, and welcome to this week's Kendall Live Countdown. In a tie for 4th and 3rd place is Spring Awakening and the Book of Mormon. Spring Awakening is a coming-of-age show written by Duncan Sheik and Steven Sater. The show tackles teenage sexuality and drug use in a poignant yet sophisticated way. Originally a German production, the show is known for its thematically intense plot and rock-style music. This is conveyed through passionate numbers such as The Bitch of Living and All That's Known. In 2011, the hit Book of Mormon shook up the Broadway scene. The show has received positive critical acclaim. Composed by Trey Parker, Robert Lopez, and Matt Stone, the show has won 9 Tony Awards. It has also won a Grammy Award for Best Musical Album.
Thanks, Tyler. We're going to send it over to our musical guests, Scott and Ella, to hear a selection from Spring Awakening.
Hi, I'm Scott,
I'm Ella.
I'm EJ.
and we're doing Don't Do Sadness, Blue Wind from Spring Awakening. Awful sweet to be a little butterfly, just winging over things and nothing deep inside, nothing going wild in you, you know. You're flowing by the riverside, floating high and blue, 'cause you know I don't do sadness, not even a little bit. Just don't need it in my life, don't want any part of it. I don't do sadness, hey, I've done my time. Looking back on it all, man, it blows my mind. I don't do sadness, so been there. Don't do sadness, just don't care.
Spring and summer, every other day. The wind gets so sad, blowing through the thick corn, the bales of hay, the open books on the grass. Spring and summer, sure, when it's autumn, wind always wants to creep up and haunt you. Listen, it's got you. With its heartache, with its sorrow, winter wind sings and it cries. Spring and summer, every other day. The wind gets so pain, blowing through the thick corn, the bales of hay, the sudden drift of the rain. Spring and summer,
'Cause you know
spring and summer,
I don't do
every other
sadness,
day.
not even a little
The wind
bit.
gets so lost,
Just
blowing
don't
through the
need
thick
it in
corn,
my
the
life,
bales
don't
of
want
hay.
any part of it.
Spring and
I
summer,
don't do
every
sadness,
other day.
hey, I've done my time. Look back on it all, and it blows my mind. I don't do sadness, so been there. Don't do sadness, just don't care.
Wow, great session, guys. So we're going to do a bit of singing on our own in this week's game of musical Heads Up. We'll all take turns humming out and guessing some of our favorite Broadway hits. All right, so this will be interesting. I'm really bad at humming, but
Oh no.
I guess I'll go first. I feel like I have to.
I don't know.
Is there? Does this have one on it? Or
Yeah.
did I-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you want to try humming it?
Da 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 da.
Is that Phantom?
Da,
Yeah.
da,
Oh, it
da.
is Phantom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
title song?
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera? Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay.
I liked hearing you try to hum like an intense organ song.
Okay, I'll go.
Yeah. Oh wait, it's upside down.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Da 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 da. That's the right one, right? Yeah.
No, keep going. Hold on.
You do some.
Oh, Seasons of Love from
Yeah.
Ren.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
We're doing better at this than we thought we would.
Yeah.
All right, your turn, Kristen.
Oh, da 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 da.
Be our guest.
Yep.
Wow.
Perfect. All right, back to me. I feel like we have to mess this up at some
Yeah.
point. Like we're doing too well.
You want to do it or you want me to do it?
You could go.
Da 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 da. Sorry. Da da dun 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 dun.
Oh, I have no idea.
You want to give it a shot? I mean, just do the same part, but maybe better.
I think I'm gonna be disappointed in myself for not knowing, but I have no clue.
Okay.
Should I look? I'm gonna be mad at
Okay.
myself. Oh, Defying Gravity. I should know that one.
It's okay,
Oh
it's
man.
okay. Oh wait, I don't know. Okay, is it upside down again?
Oh.
I'm nervous.
No, I know it, but like I wouldn't even know where to start.
Oh,
humming
no.
that.
Oh, Circle Away from the Lion King?
Yeah.
That's my alarm in the
Perfect.
morning. That's what I wake up to every
Great.
morning.
That's
Great
that's
alarm.
inspiring. All right, last
It's
one.
lovely. Oh, it's
Oh, upside down.
You can't stop the beat.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Good job, guys. We did much better than we thought.
We did.
I'm the only one who messed up. I'm
okay.
disappointed in myself,
It's
but
okay. Blame it on
I'm
me
the
and my
least
helmet.
theatery person here, so I'll give myself a pass. All right. So with that, now let's go to Amanda Brutcher for an exclusive interview with Scott and Ella.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm here with Ella and Scott interviewing them today for Kendall Live. Since this is the Broadway episode, I have to ask you guys, what's your favorite Broadway show?
Do you want to go first?
Sure. Okay, I love Wicked. Wicked's great. Phantom of the Opera, I've seen like 3 times on Broadway, I think. And then probably Beauty and the Beast, because that's just my favorite movie, and the play is like even better. So.
My favorite okay, I have a few favorites,
I'm
but
ready.
Spring
I do
Awakening
too,
was
okay.
my actual like favorite before we sang this. So, like, I've like listened to that for years. But recently I've been obsessively listening to Hamilton because someone suggested to me. I was like, I guess I'll listen to it because the internet's going crazy about
Yeah.
it. And so I did, and it's amazing, and I just been listening to it
Nice.
nonstop. So
Nice. Okay. How did you guys begin singing or doing music?
I mean, I started singing like middle school. I started doing theater, I guess, because I done theater all through high school. I did college choir, high school choir, all that kind of stuff. Phi Mu Alpha music fraternity on campus.
What about you, Ella?
I've been singing since I was a baby. I got singing lessons since I was like 4 probably. I was like very into it all my life. And then I got a bunch of like classical lessons. I've done a little bit of theater in school, and now I was in college choir here.
Awesome. Okay. What are your musical inspirations, like Broadway or otherwise, just in general?
I don't know. I get inspiration from older things, definitely, more than the new hip stuff. Like Fleetwood Mac, like I chose that song. I love Fleetwood Mac and all stuff like that. And I also really like classical. I think it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a hard question, but I guess
Yeah.
musicals, or from like musicals in general, just because that's where I really started doing music, and singing was musicals. So like, I don't know, I really connected to like the emotional side of it, which is like all musical songs are about. So I guess that's where I kind of
Alright.
got my inspiration.
All right, guys. Last question. So, how do you guys think Broadway influences mainstream music and like vice versa?
Well, I mean, I guess it's really obvious. Like I said, I listened to a lot of Hamilton recently, and Hamilton's definitely influenced by modern music.
Yeah.
It's like mostly hip hop or like R&B inspired. So I think they play into each other. I don't know if modern music's really influenced by Broadway that I really can think of.
Yeah.
Definitely Broadway picks up on the music of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
To, like, stay
definitely. It's such a
relevant.
big genre.
Yeah.
that people always reference it. People always will go see shows no matter what.
Oh yeah.
So it'll always, be there,
Okay, great. That's it for our interview. Back to you in the studio.
Our runner-up is Legally Blonde the Musical. Based on the hit movie, the show uses song and dance to tell the story of infamous Ella Woods. Composed by Lawrence O'Keefe and Neil Benjamin, the play debuted on Broadway in 2007. The humorous lyrics and upbeat soundtrack have made the show a modern classic. In first place is Broadway's latest hit, Hamilton. In the show, Lin-Manuel Miranda recreates the story of one of our country's most infamous founding fathers, all through hip-hop. The show debuted sold out to audiences. Even now, a year later, tickets to see the show are difficult to acquire. The criticism to the show has been overwhelmingly positive. By receiving 16 Tony Award nominations and winning 11, the show has set a Broadway record. Be on the lookout for next episode's countdown.
All right, that's all we have for this week's Kendall Live. If you're interested in joining Lions Television, email us at ltv@tcnj.edu and keep an eye out for next week's countdown. I'm Kelsey Fama.
I'm Lauren Vogel.
And I'm Kristen Gassler. See you next time.